everyone, welcome back to Veera's Amazing World. Today we will make professional black forest cake which is more yummier in eating in the real actual black forest cake in the bakery. Let's begin our recipe. Here I have took 500 ml of Choco premix which is also known as chocolate premix, and in that I have added almost 4 tablespoons of oil. And now I have took a glass of water and I am adding it slowly in the premix as it's need to its thickness and making smooth and lump free batter for our cake. You can see slowly the batter is getting thickened enough. Now our batter is ready for our cake. Here I have greased a cake tin with oil and butter paper. You can also use butter. Now let's pour the batter in the cake tin and tap the cake tin like so for 1.5 minutes as it's all the air bubbles will be gone. Today we will bake the cake in a deep container. We don't have to preheat it. We have to just keep the cake tin on the stand and cook it on low flame for 40 to 45 minutes on medium flame. Let's prepare the sugar syrup for our cake. Here I have 200 ml of water, and in that water I am going to add 7 teaspoons of powdered sugar. You can also use normal sugar. Let's dissolve the sugar in the water completely and then our sugar syrup is ready. You can see slowly the sugar dissolved and it is ready for putting it in the layers of our cake. Today we will make the cake using professional cake tools as you seen earlier. Here's our cake and it's perfectly baked. Now you have took water in a container and have keep the cake tin in it so it will cool down. The cake is cooled down. Let's remove its edges from the cake tin with the help of the fork's end. You can use serrigneted knife or Palleten knife. Here you can see I have almost put it out every edge, and now you can see I have turned it over. And now let's remove the butter paper. The cake is so spongy as you can see. Here is a cake base and let's turn it over on the cake base. Now let's cut the cake layers. Today we will cut 3 layers. As it is shown, mark 3 layers as with the serrigneted knife and don't cut it fully. If you are beginners, just follow the steps as it is shown. Now with the help of a thread, we will cut out the layers. Now we have to insert the thread into the made layers, and now we will be pulling them on onto the opposite side of each other, which will be crosswise, and they will cut the layers plain. Now let's cut out the second layer with the same process. The layers are cut, and now with the help of a tissue paper, I will be cleaning the base of the cake and the turntable, as if we take this crumb in our crumb coating and final finishing, they will disturb us and the cake finishing will not be done properly. Now let's add some cream onto the base of the cake, as the cake will be steady on one place and it will be easier for us to make its finishing. As you can see, I have planed it up, and now I will be putting the last layer of the cake which we have buttered on the cake base. Now let's keep it on place. Now I will be soaking or dampening the cake layer with the sugar syrup we have prepared earlier. Don't put too much sugar syrup, as the cake may break while cutting. Put the sugar syrup as per the need of the layer. Today I will show you a very simple and quick method of applying cream in the layers of the cake with the help of a piping bag, which is very easy to do. Now I have filled the cake in the piping bag, and I will be making round swirls or circles in the cake layer, as you can see, and it is easy to clean it out with the help of a Palleten knife or a spatula. After planing out the surface with this spatula or Palleten knife, we will be removing this whipped cream in different bowl or plate, as this cream is containing crumbs, and we will not be applying this crumbs cream again into the cake. For filling of the layers, here I have took some chopped cherries, and I will be spreading it all over the cake layer, covering it full. As it is a black forest cake, here I have took some dark chocolate chips, and this also I will be putting it on the layer. It's time for the white chocolate chips. Today we will put the topmost layer upside down as the middle layer, as it's uneven and it will not give a perfect shape to our cake. And if you put it at the top, it will not soak the sugar syrup, as the middle layer is evenly cut, and it will give a perfect shape for our finishing and a big height to our cake. So we will keep this in the middle and the middle at the top. Do the same process with this layer also of cream and filling. is the middle layer, and now as I told you earlier, I will be keeping it at the top. And as it is the final layer, we will only be soaking it with the sugar syrup. Now let's crumb coat the side of the cake, as if we do the crumb coating, the crumbs of the cake will not disturb us in the final finishing and the cake will be plain. You can see how I am applying the cream, and you can just follow the steps and do its crumb coating. After doing the crumb coating, we will be keeping this in the freeze, not in the deep freezer but in the normal freezer for 10 minutes, and after that we will be doing the final finishing of the cake. Now the crumb coating is also done, and I have also kept it in the fridge for 10 minutes as you have seen in the video. Now let's do it final finishing. For the final finishing, we will be making swirls or rounds on the cake with the cream and piping bag, and then we will be doing the same process on the top as a swirl, and then we will be spreading it out. After that, we will be using scraper and zigzag scraper at the sides for making a design, and at the top we will be marking some points with triangles in it, as it will be 4 parts, and in that I will be applying dark compound chocolate grated and white compound chocolate grated. Then we will add some cherries and decorations for our cake. You can see the process in the video later. You can decorate the cake as per your choice. It is not compulsory that you will be decorating the cake as I am showing. You can decorate it likewise just adding dark compound chocolate and making any kind of design. If you have any ideas, tell me in the comment section. If you have any doubts, ask in the comment section. Here I have kept dark compound and white compound chocolate chopped, and I am going to place them in the parts made in the opposite side of each other. Here I have used 2D nozzle. If you haven't seen how many designs are being made by this nozzle, you can see our nozzle designs. The link is in the description. You can see how easily this border is getting created of the cake line, which is just like the bakery cake, and it will give you a good cake design. Here I have made some instant roses on the cake border with the help of the nozzle, and in the middle also I have placed a small flower, and here are some choco chips, and I will be bordering them in the side of the cake like so. You can see I have applied dark and white choco chips at the border, and here I have made some chocolate hearts. You can do this by the double boiling method and melting the dark compound chocolate and putting in piping bag and making the hearts like this. And you can decorate it with the hearts or cherries, and you can also use sugar balls or heart sprinkles instead of these hearts. Now you can see I have placed them in a perfect distance of the hearts. Here I am having some dark compound chocolate, and I will be putting them into the border for a good and creative look, which is very instant to do. Here I have took some cherries, and now I will be keeping them in the roses. These sugar balls I will be putting in the line to define it. I will be also putting some sugar balls on the roses on which I have kept the hearts. Showed you everything. At last, I have put some dark and white choco chips in the opposite side of its chocolate. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.